Hey guys, J-Man here. All right, it's the weekly X-Men talk. We got New Mutants and X-Men. Good week. I like both of these. Let's get into it here. All right, so we have Karma who wants to die. There's going to be some mild spoilers. It's not going to be heavy-duty spoilers. I won't spoil every little thing that happens. But Karma wants to die so that she can release Tran, her brother, who's in her mind. So she asks Danny to help her out. They go through all this. They talk to Tran and you know, just say, hey, here's what we're planning. I always like the art in New Mutants. And you know, we've been following this whole thing with Gabby and these other X-Men kids who the Shadow King is kind of screwing with. And I don't know if he actually is screwing with them or if he's trying to help, but you know, look, Shadow King's a piece of crap, so he's bad guy, right? Meantime, Danny and Karma are fighting each other in the Crucible. That's pretty much that. I guess Gabby goes to Warpath and she's like, oh, you know, hypothetically, if there's these kids being manipulated, what should I do? And he's like, look, just follow your gut. She meets up with Rain. Oh, she actually talks to the mutants, and she's like, oh, you know, you guys got it. This is too dangerous, and I don't trust the Shadow King. And then they're like, look, yeah, you know, we all look different. These are mutants that look different. It's not like Danny, who looks like just like a normal woman who has these powers, or you know, even Scout, Honey Badger, Gabby, call her whatever you want, Scout. So Scout like still looks normal. She has scars, but it's not that bad compared to some of these other ones where it's like, you know, like this it's like, you know, she's like really bad, right? So they're like, look, we just want to be normal and all that. And now she's actually this. I don't remember this character's name. I totally forgot. She's upset because she had asked Danny to do the Crucible, and Danny was like, no. And she gave her the line of, well, you're beautiful on the inside. I kind of like that. And they're like, you know what? It's like, that's great, but like, really, I wanna be resurrected. Anyway, Karma starts to have doubts. She's like, well, should Tran even be resurrected? You know, there's that too, right? So I don't know. I like that. That was kind of cool, like a little bit of a back and forth. And I won't say what happens at the very end, but it was like she talks to Scout, talks to Rain. And Rain is like, well, I think we need to like sort this out. And then they go to see someone. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, even though it could be obvious. But I was just like, oh, what the heck? So I thought that was pretty good. I like that. One thing I will say, well, no, I won't say anything about that. So that's pretty much this issue summed up in like a minute or two. I liked it. I like the art. I like New Mutants. I do really like Danny. So as long as Danny's in it, I'm in. I like it. Anyone who's like one of the original New Mutants is cool. New Mutants is just an awesome. It's just an awesome title. I like this book. It's one of the better ones for me, and I hope it continues to be good. Let's get into X-Men. Now this is a cool cover. Nimrod is in this, and man, he is the damn best. Holy crap, I gotta get that figure. They did a figure of him, but like I think it's a Build-A-Figure. It's like I'll never collect all 5 or 6 of those Marvel Legends in order to get Nimrod. So I'm gonna have to wait till someone puts it on eBay for like a friggin' $1 trillion, you know, and then I probably won't be able to afford it once it goes on there. Okay, Mystique is visiting Forge, and she's like, look, I need a weapon that's going to destroy that space station, that Orcus thing, because they're building Nimrod, and he's going to F us up if we don't destroy him. And Forge is Forge is great in this book. He's like, okay, well, what do you want it to actually do? She's like, well, I want maximum damage. He's like, well, what do you want to, like, you know, cause like planets to be destroyed? Like, I don't get it. So he's just funny the way he talks, and she's like, no, I just want it to, you know, blow up this little thing. So he makes this thing called, what does he call it? Microscopic singularity generator. It basically creates like a little mini black hole for just like a second, and it'll suck everything away and it'll destroy whatever's around it, but not enough damage to like destroy the sun or whatever. So Mystique goes on this mission. She wants to have her wife resurrected if she completes the mission. And then we cut to the scientists making Nimrod, and the woman here, I forgot all their names, sorry. And she's put her husband's like memory and essence into the Nimrod machine. So when he comes back to life, he's a little bit like, he's a bit, you know, I guess he's smarter, and he loves his wife. So he's like, oh my God, I'm back and everything. I kind of like this a lot, actually, like this whole perspective from Nimrod. I kind of was into it. I felt a bit bad for the wife because she lost her husband and everything. And I know these are the bad guys, but at least they're trying to make it so that the bad guys are not just evil scumbags. Some of the X-Men titles, some of the weaker X-Men titles, always paint these villains as they're just assholes and douchebags, and it's like, it doesn't make it very interesting. This makes it interesting because obviously I'm on the side of the X-Men, duh, but I'm kind of liking Nimrod. Like, I was kind of like, oh, this is cool. He's got some of the humanity in him and all that. That's really neat. And they don't really show that in some of the other books, the weaker ones. So, and that's what we're looking for. I don't want just literally random bad guys to just beat up. There needs to be something else going on. So there's a good little battle here. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing for you, and I won't. Is there anything in the end to really spoil? A little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and not spoil the very end. Yeah. So I won't even tell you. So Mystique goes to kill Nimrod, and we'll see what happens. I won't even spoil that for you. I like this one. I know X-Men's relaunching with the new team. I don't think we need another X-Men relaunch, to be honest. I think it's going to be X-Men #1 again, and it's actually pissed me right off, to be honest. Like, I'm not even, like, I know I'm an X-Men guy, but this is like getting really irritating, and it's a bit shitty. The title of X-Men has been relaunched like 100 times. Like, I don't need another number. Like, I don't know how many more. This might be the last one. I don't know if this is the last one of this. And then there's an X-Men #1 again. Like, really? Guys, like, come on. Just continue the numbering. Like, what's the big deal? They're not bringing new readers in. I know they're saying, well, it's a #1, so new readers might come in, but they're not. Like, nobody cares. I go to the comic shop every week. Haven't missed a week ever. And I'm not seeing new people there. It's the same guys that I'm seeing every time, I don't know if you're getting anybody new with a new X-Men team and calling it X-Men #1, maybe, but the guys you're going to get are those hunters, what, I don't know what they're called, those scalper hunter guys. They're going to be like, oh, it's #1 X-Men, better buy it, and then that's it. So #1 will sell like hotcakes, and then #2 will be garbage again, and then that'll be it. And there's just those guys that have an app that are like, oh, first appearance of whatever, let's buy that. So it's I don't think it's happening. I'd rather just stay keep good story quality going, can keep consistency in that, and and just hope that new readers come aboard. When I was younger, I started Batman, or I started Detective Comics at like number 400 or something, 400 and something. I started Captain America 350. I mean, X-Men, we're talking like probably like 200 or maybe more than that. Like, what I mean? Even West Coast Avengers, I started that late. I think I got into West Coast at like number 20 or something like that. So even that I started late, and that was like a later book, right? I mean, come on, whatever. I don't want to go on about this #1 thing, but it just irritated the shit out of me because I'm like, it's another #1, like, really? Anyway, all right, guys. But yeah, good week for X-Men. Let me know what you thought of these 2 books that came out, and are you looking forward to the gala? I'm not. It might be good. It might be good. Just do good quality books, man. These gimmicks, it gets tiresome. But I'm still going to read it, obviously. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.